What's up, guys? Season 2, episode 7. We uh we got some things to talk about. All right. First things first, it is the playoffs in the NFL starting tomorrow. We got the Bills versus the Colts. Bills are going to come out as the winner on that. They're the best team coming out of the AFC besides the Chiefs. I don't see anyone else making a huge difference. I think it's going to be Bills versus Chiefs AFC Championship, but who knows? Colts do have a very good defense, and they got all pro defensive players down there, so they might make something happen. And then let's see, the next game for tomorrow is going to be Rams versus the Seahawks. I see the Seahawks easily coming out of there with a W, but we we never know with those two. It's an NFC West rivalry. It's going to be a good game. It'll be close. It'll come down to whoever scores the last. It's going to come down to a field goal. I don't really see a whole lot out of that game. I don't see a whole lot out of these two teams either. They have weapons, but I don't think they're gonna come out as a Super Bowl contender. Then we got Bucks versus Washington. I want Washington to pull the upset. As for Alex Smith, comeback player of the year, no doubt about it. Everyone's upset, and a 7-9 team made the playoffs, but you know what? It's not always going to go your way. Not every year your team's going to make the postseason. It's been a wild roller coaster year for the NFL, and you know what? Washington slipped through the cracks. And honestly, I could easily see them pulling an upset because they have a pretty good defense. But as Tom Brady, his first wild card game, so honestly, I easily see the Bucks coming out with the W with this. They're the projected winner, and they're expected to win that game. So nothing nothing out of that game as well. The out of that game from Saturday, the only real contender I see is the Bills. So that's that. All right, and then Sunday's games you got Ravens, Titans, Bears versus Saints, and the Browns versus Steelers. So Raven Titans game, honestly, I want to see the Titans make a run for the Super Bowl again. They're a fun team to watch. They got a run game, they got an electrifying quarterback, they got a solid defense out there as well. I want to see the Titans come out victorious, but you got Lamar Jackson and that talented team. They got a pretty talented team there with Lamar Jackson is a very big dual threat quarterback. So we'll see what he can do. Bears versus Saints. I don't see the Saints doing a whole lot. If their defense can hold up, then they do have a pretty solid chance. I want to see Drew Brees go out with a bang, obviously, because it's been talked about. Then Drew Brees is definitely, it's been a huge talk as of the last couple of the weeks of the season that he is going to definitely consider retirement. And congrats, he finally made it, and hopefully he can get another ring out of it. His what do you call it? Going blank, but his veteran status, his experience and everything. He's won a Super Bowl. He knows what it takes. Like, honestly, he's got the potential, and so does that team. They have a lot of talent surrounding him. He got Pro Bowl receivers and veteran receiver out of Emmanuel Sanders that just was in the Super Bowl last year with the Niners. So they know what it takes, and they could be a team that could easily make it. Now the Bears, I don't know. I just don't know about that team. They're such a up and down roller coaster team that I don't know how I feel about them. Maybe Mitch has a crazy game. Maybe that defense has a crazy game, and they make it all the way. We will not know until Sunday, but we will find out who is victorious on Sunday. Honestly, I see Titans winning their game and the Saints winning their game. Those are my two predictions so far. All right, so then we got the Browns versus Steelers. This is the game I want to watch. This is the golden ticket game. This is where the Steelers prove out that they are that team out of the AFC. that can do it all. Because everyone's been talking that they had an easy way in, an easy way into the playoffs. It may be true, it may not be, because every season's different. But this is a big rivalry game. They got some major tension. Everyone knows what happened last year, and it's just a huge rivalry game. There's a lot of tension with Juju Smith-Schuster, and the players from the Browns. They don't like each other. They don't get along. So, I really see that game coming down to a field goal. Hopefully, the Browns don't, shit the bed on this, because they've had their hiccups down the road where they just look like the typical Browns. And the biggest talk since the regular season has ended, Deshaun Watson is highly, highly upset with the Texans organization. I've been seeing all the tweets, all the articles, all the craziness about this guy. What it's going to take if he demands a trade from teams. The teams that there's a long list of teams. There's like a handful that have the potential to trade. The only way he's going to get out of Houston is from a trade, and if he demands a trade, someone's going to do it. Someone's going to do it. But the other teams got to be willing to give up first-round picks, second-round picks, and a player. That's just that's how good he is, Obviously, he's no Patrick Mahomes yet. We don't know. He could be. He could be better. But he's on a team that just doesn't seem to really take him in as the quarterback, the leader of the team. They've been disrespecting him, and I'm a Niner fan. There's a chance that the Niners do something crazy and trade for him. There's a chance the Bears do something crazy and trade for him. There's a chance that the Falcons do something, the Dolphins do something. There's just teams out there that can use a quarterback like him. Any team can use a quarterback like him. The Bucks, the Bills, they can use him. Any team right now can use Deshaun Watson. It's a matter of who is going to trade for that player. What are they willing to give up first and second round picks and a starting all-star, Pro Bowl, all-pro player? Like, he is that caliber of a player. Are you willing to give up that much to get that one guy? That he is a X factor. He makes a difference. Deshaun Watson is almost solely the whole reason why the Texans probably won any games this year. And that's not a whole lot of games. They have a amazing player over there. He's got an amazing attitude, work ethic, the whole night. I've seen it all. They are making a huge, huge mistake. Houston, I think, has already lost their quarterback, and they're going to be the laughing stock of the NFL as soon as he leaves the Texans as well. So, that being said, we will probably find out maybe a week from now, a few weeks from now, who's going to play the crazy card and give up some crazy amount of draft picks and an all-pro player to get Deshaun Watson on their team for that X factor. That X factor that teams have needed to possibly get a Super Bowl ring, So we shall see. Stay tuned. This wraps up this week's episode. Kept it short and sweet like usual. Go ahead, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and hit the little bell as well. Get notifications whenever I post a video. And thank you for watching.